Hey golfers, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about the natural hang of your left arm and how that affects your lead hand grip position. Lead hand grip position affects your club face, and your club face affects how your body moves. So it's going to be really, really important that we get this right. So before we get started looking at that, if you're new to the channel, welcome. If you haven't done so already, please don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and let's get started. Okay, so the natural hang position of the lead arm in the address position. What I want you to do is take a normal setup, normal posture, no club, and just let your arms dangle down in front of you. We're focusing in on this left hand, and you'll notice that my logo of my glove kind of points, if my target is here, about 45 degrees to the right. That's naturally where my arm wants to hang, and that is where I would want to grab the golf club to give me the best chance of getting it square. Now, let's think about this. What do most golfers do that I teach? They're going to have a weak grip, especially in that lead hand, okay? Now, I must also point out that weak does not mean grip pressure, so it's not how hard you're holding it, but actually positioning of the hand. So around too much to the left would be weak, and too much to the right would be strong. I'm going to get into something really important as to how the position of that hand is going to affect your entire golf swing, okay? So if I grip it too weak around here, logo of the glove at the target, and now I go to my natural hang position, you'll see that that club face is open. So what do golfers typically do from this? Now we need to make some form of compensation in our golf swing to fix this club face coming down, more chance of coming down open. We need to fix something, all right? So what will that typically be? Well, unless you're like a Morikawa or a John Ram, where you can excessively bow this to try and make it closed, it's going to be really difficult. You need serious forearm strength for that, and it's not going to be that efficient for most golfers, okay? But here's what typically does happen. Golfers will grip it weak. That's going to encourage the face to be open. They'll continue to take the club away, open, top, open, and then in the downswing, to fix this open face, there needs to be something that happens to try and square it, because if the body continues to rotate, we are now sitting with a dangerously open face, and simply your brain will not let that happen. So a lot of times when guys are trying to shift their body and rotate, can't do that if the face is open, okay? Everything's going to go to the right. So here's what does happen. Body stalls, club starts to pass, and this could happen from the top, even that casting motion. As it comes down into the ball and I let the club pass my hands, stop rotating my body, I got the face pretty square, but I've added tons of loft, no shaftly, no compression, okay? Because if my face is open and I lean the handle back, I can sort of square it. So open, lean it back. The more I move it back, it squares up. And that's what happens down here, okay? That's your ground first contact. You see, this is all stemming from the grip. It's crazy. I see it all the time, okay? Now, let's just touch on you strong guys, and then we'll talk about how we're going to get this hand in the right position. But strong is now this way. And I should mention, people make different types of compensations to make these work. That's the most common I'm going to see. And when I look at what golfers do on a daily basis when they come for lessons, it's that, this, body stops turning, all of these things. So hand now way around here, okay? Now I go to my natural hang, face is closed, all right? So what type of compensation? Now bearing in mind, I much prefer this one versus the weak one, okay? Now this one, because the compensations for this are generally a little bit better, what you can do to fix this one is, if it's strong and it's closed, you can lean the shaft to square it. So look, closed, lean, squares it up. Much better compensation. When you come down and it's already likely to come in closed because of the grip position, which should be here, the body will want to rotate then to keep it square. So if you get this kind of pivot stall and the club goes there with the strong grip, you're done. So what happens is it's a bit closed, and the body then has to really open up with tons of shaft lean to try and get that ball to go to target. Okay, that's a good matchup. Some might match up this way, where they get closed and then they have to go like that to shove their body and try and keep that face or keep that ball from going left and come up out of posture. You can see that a lot of these compensations, and I know it because I watch it all the time when I'm teaching, that generally speaking, what your body does is in relation to what your club face is doing, okay? There's different matchups for each one. If you've watched my videos, you know I'm more of a textbook, neutral, orthodox type of guy, and you can play good golf with either a weak or a strong grip, but I much prefer that lead hand to be there in the right position. I could go on for days about what this actually influences, okay? So let's talk about getting this hand on the grip correctly, the lead hand. So we're in natural hang, and I just want you then to bring that across and grab the club, okay? Now as I go here and I relax, natural hang, face is square, all right? So I give myself a really, really good chance because I've got that lead hand in the right position. This lead hand also affects things like wrist hinge. If you're bending your arm at the top, you'd be too much in the palm, which is my very next point. If you're anything like me and you like to wear a good quality leather glove when you're playing golf, but don't fancy paying a high price tag for it only to fall apart in about 3 shots, well, go and check out my channel sponsors page, gxgolfgloves.com. Use code David at checkout and you'll save yourself a nice little bit of cash as well. As you come in, natural hang, grab it, make sure that it's grabbed and run through the base of your fingers. If you see that, the base of the fingers here, okay? We're not going to bring it in this way and grab it in the palm that way. Another big issue that I find, okay? When it's in there, we can't hinge the club correctly. In the palm, that's all I can hinge it, okay? To get it to, say, 90 degrees or parallel to the ground, I'm going to have to bend my arm. And this is a really common thing for golfers with a bent left arm at the top, all right? And I know when I make videos about the grip, I've done it before, they don't perform very well because people don't really think that much about it, or they think, oh, my grip's okay, it must be my swing. But I'm telling you, get this hand on there in the right spot. It's absolutely critical. And using the natural hang, because some of you will have slightly different hang, some not much, like nobody's going to stand here like that or that, but as it hangs, it turns in slightly, and that's the position we want that hand in to give ourselves the best chance then throughout the swing to not have to make these mad compensations into the golf shot. And I have to say, if you're going to make one error on this, error on the stronger side, more around to the right, but never that side. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't done so already, please don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next one.